What is up, YouTube? It's your boy AJ with the One Trick Gaming channel. I know he's finally back. It's been a minute since I posted my last video. I know you guys have been anxiously waiting. You're like, where's my notifications? And speaking of which, be sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell so you can get the little notifications that pop up every time I post a video. It's a great deal for you. It's a great deal for me. Do it. Anyway, we're going to be trying something kind of different today. We're going to be doing a sort of like around Twitter gaming news thing. A lot of it's about Smash. It's pretty much all about Smash, but we're just going to touch on a few things that I saw that I thought were interesting, some things that might lead to some changes coming up for the community slash some Panda Global news that came out after their big controller announcement. So let's get right into the video. Alright, so the first thing I want to talk about today is the Panda Controller. I made a video about the Panda Controller when they announced the Kickstarter a couple weeks ago. I'll put a link to that video in the description if you're interested in seeing it. But the news we've got coming out from Panda Global, announced on December 27th, is actually not great news for those of you that were excited for the controller like me. They, of course, thank everyone for their positivity and for their support, and the support was amazing. They raised over $2 million with the Kickstarter campaign. And unfortunately, it looks like they are going to have to refund all of that money and kind of start back over due to some manufacturing issues. They said, "We have some unfortunate news to share today. Since opening the Kickstarter, we've been made aware of a few factors outside of our control that, when added up, have affected our production timeline. Among other new roadblocks, our main manufacturing partner in China is being affected by ongoing rolling blackouts, slowing their production, which has already been affected by COVID-19 related shortages. We know how excited you all are to get the Panda Controller as soon as possible, but it looks like we can't guarantee the December 2022 date anymore, and we don't know what the new date will be yet. So the Panda Controller timeline not having a clear end date, we had to figure out what the best next steps are. After a lot of deliberation, we felt it wasn't right for us to hold on to your funds for an unknown amount of time without being able to guarantee when delivery would be. We had to make an incredibly difficult decision that we hope is the right one for everyone. As of today, we'll be canceling our Kickstarter early with all pledges fully refunded while we pursue outside investment to continue the project internally." Really sad news there. It is nice of them to go ahead and kick all that money back to people since they don't know exactly when it's going to be. I think a lot of people would just say go ahead and keep the money, just get it out when you can. But Panda Global, of course, being a class act there, they're just going to send the money back. I do hope we get some more news on this controller. I was very excited about it. It looked incredible. The features were mind-boggling, and it was bringing the level of accessibility for modded controllers to people that didn't have like the $400 to drop on it. So I was very excited for the Panda Global controller. And, Panda will be back. It was incredible to watch them raise $2 million in almost no time. It was incredible to see. But I'm sure they'll be back with some more news, hopefully sooner than later. All right, so on to the next little bit of information here for you. Unfortunately, it's also negative. Hopefully, Twitter will produce some positivity for our next video or something. Honestly, I doubt that's going to happen. Don't hold your breath waiting on Twitter to produce positivity. But anyway, it's a health and safety update regarding Let's Make Big Moves. Max Ketchum tweeted out this update. It says, "In response to the Omicron variant, a non-home negative COVID-19 antigen or PCR test conducted no earlier than January 3rd is required. In other words, you should be tested as close to your departure date as possible. And of course, you have to be fully vaccinated, wear masks, and social distancing will be enforced, all that stuff. But the test is going to make things really tough for a lot of people. It's pretty tough to get a COVID-19 test right now. A lot of people, of course, are getting tested, so there's long waits. And getting tested specifically no sooner than January 3rd is going to mean a 4-day window because the tournament starts on the 7th. So it's kind of tight. I've seen a lot of people talking about dropping out already. We'll touch on some of them as well. But yeah, crazy to see, the lengths they're having to go through to make this safe. I am glad to see them taking, whatever precautions they can. It does kind of suck that you can't use a home test, but I also kind of understand the home tests aren't as accurate, and I think they're trying to make sure no one leaves Let's Make Big Moves with COVID. And talking on some of the players that are dropping out or talking about Let's Make Big Moves, Jude, who is a very high-level Wolf player, said, "Considering I got tested a week ago and I still don't have my result back, I have no faith I'll be able to go to Let's Make Big Moves." MVD said, "Guess I'll announce I won't be attending Let's Make Big Moves. COVID cases have been going crazy up in NYC, so I want to be safe regarding that. Sorry to anyone that wanted to hang or watch me play. I'll see you at Genesis, and that gives me a nice little break back to going ham in streaming and Metafy. Streaming with no G. Need an apostrophe MVD. And then BD Bean. This is kind of funny. Oh, Louis Money also. I said after getting COVID, I'm for sure bailing on Let's Make Big Moves. These were all a couple of days even before they announced the tests. These were players that were just dropping out because of the spikes in COVID cases, so that's completely understandable. Probably gonna see a lot of people dropping out because of the need to get a COVID test, and BD Bean posted this meme. It said, "Me when I win, let's make big moves. No one else showed up because of COVID." And there's my man, Patrick, in his ridiculous snow fort. That was a great episode of SpongeBob. If you haven't seen it, it was amazing. So that's kind of unfortunate. And we're also seeing even some locals are starting to kind of get on the bandwagon for like changing their events or canceling their events. House of 3000 is another New York-based Smash venue that unfortunately announced that they said, "We regret to inform with the continued spike of COVID cases and other closings and event cancellations within and outside of NYC Smash, period." Not sure what the period's for. We have opted to postpone Xeno Weeklies until further notice, period. Again, we're real serious here, but yeah, that's really unfortunate. Lots of locals. I've seen more than just House of 3000, but that was like the biggest one that I saw making this type of announcement. And a lot of people are kind of, you know, the whisperings are on Twitter, or we might be going back to the era of Wi-Fi competition. Yeah, you know, it hurts. It hurts, but you know, we're gonna do what we got to do. The game must go on, and I'm gonna leave you with just a little bit of positivity here. Check this out. This is a tweet I saw a little while back. D-Shad posted on December 11th. He posted this clip, and in it you see some weird looking footage of Roy and Crom on PS2. But you know, the clip is giving us a little bit of hope here. It says, "Hello, it's been a long time since I tweeted. There are a lot of stuff." Okay, it's kind of hard to read, but basically, what you're seeing, this video on screen here, it's not Parsec, it's not streamed, it's actually an early custom build of Yuzu running Smash Ultimate with Rollback netcode. So, for those of you that don't know what Rollback netcode is, it is a netcode that allows you more control of your character, even in events where lag would be affecting the match. Instead of lag stopping any more inputs or eating inputs or whatever the heck is happening, that's delay-based netcode. Rollback actually just moves your opponent's character to where they actually are, and I think there's some predictivity to it. Like, I don't know if that's a word, predictivity. Anyway, I think there's some sort of it has some sort of insight as to what your character is going to do based on their momentum and whatnot, and then if it's wrong, it just rolls your character back. You can see the rollbacks happening to Crom there on the screen. He's kind of jerking back, but Roy is still able to move. There's no actual lag on the screen. You know, obviously this would be a very bad connection. You can see the ping in the top left corner. He's got various ping happening, so you can see what'll happen in, you know, different types of ping. But it's very exciting news is what I'm getting at. For those of you that don't know, I said that a second ago, but Melee has had rollback netcode since I think pretty much most of the pandemic. They have Slippy, which is an incredible mod for Melee, put out by Fizzy and some others. I think Fizzy was the main guy. But you should definitely check it out. It's totally free. I'll include a link to that below as well. I'm kind of getting into Melee, so it's been kind of cool to play a game with actually great netcode, and hopefully we can get this rolling for Ultimate. Having rollback for Ultimate would mean more realistic competition on Wi-Fi. It's a more accurate representation of the game instead of what we get on Wi-Fi, which of course is very different. But anyways, guys, this is just a couple of things I wanted to touch on, a couple of things I wanted to talk about. I appreciate you listening. If you enjoyed the content, please feel free to follow the channel, hit that like button, give it a good smack. I would really appreciate that. We're trying to hit 100 subscribers. I'm making my way. I think we're at like 70 now. Yeah, got 30 more to go. But I appreciate you guys hanging out. Also, feel free to check me out on Twitch. I stream at twitch.tv/NomadSSB every Sunday, Monday, and Thursday, usually around like 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do some bonus streams too and whatnot. I announce those in the Discord. Feel free to join the Discord. I'll include a link to that below as well. Until next time, guys, be safe. Be sure to wash your hands, drink lots of fluids, and hopefully we will see you in another video soon.